Investing in yourself through continuous learning and personal development is the foundation of long-term success. Too many people rely on external factors for their growth, such as luck, circumstances, or the actions of others. However, the most successful individuals in the world know that their greatest asset is themselves. They understand that personal development and the commitment to learning are what set them apart from the rest. When you invest in yourself, you're building a powerful tool that will carry you through the challenges of life and open doors to endless opportunities. One of the most important aspects of continuous learning and personal development is self-discipline. To make learning and growth a habit, you must commit to being disciplined about your time and energy. It's easy to get distracted, and there will always be obstacles along the way. But successful individuals know that it's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about consistently showing up, doing the work, and making incremental progress. This discipline is what separates those who achieve success from those who don't. It's about having the persistence to continue working on yourself, even when the immediate rewards aren't visible. When you make self-discipline a priority, it becomes easier to invest in yourself day after day, building a solid foundation for future success. Investing in yourself also means taking care of your mental and physical well-being. The body and mind are connected, and you can't perform at your best if you're not in good health. Personal development isn't just about mental growth. It's also about taking care of your body so you can have the energy and focus needed to pursue your goals. Regular exercise, eating a balanced diet, and getting enough rest are all part of investing in yourself. When you take care of your physical health, you feel more energized and motivated to tackle challenges. Mental clarity and emotional stability are equally important, so finding time for meditation, mindfulness, or simply taking time to relax is essential for overall well-being. The most successful people understand that self-investment is a continuous process. It's not something you do once and forget about. It's a daily commitment to becoming better, smarter, and stronger. Every action you take to learn, grow, and improve is an investment in your future. While external circumstances may affect your immediate situation, investing in yourself gives you control over your destiny. The more you invest in your personal growth, the more equipped you become to handle any situation life presents. And that, my friends, is the key to lasting success. When you commit to investing in yourself every day, it's impossible not to see the fruits of that labor in your life. Setting clear, actionable goals and taking consistent steps toward achieving them is one of the most crucial practices for anyone seeking success. Goals provide direction, purpose, and focus, acting as a roadmap that guides your efforts. Without goals, it's easy to drift aimlessly through life, reacting to circumstances instead of proactively shaping your future. Successful people understand the importance of goal setting and the power it has in transforming their lives. They know that a goal without a plan is just a wish, and that the process of setting and achieving goals is what sets them apart from the rest. The first key to setting effective goals is to make them clear and specific. Vague goals like, I want to be successful or I want to get rich, are not helpful because they don't provide any concrete direction. Instead, your goals should be detailed and measurable. For example, rather than saying, I want to get fit, set a specific goal, like, I will exercise for 30 minutes, 5 days a week for the next 3 months. This type of goal is clear, measurable, and time-bound. You know exactly what you need to do and by when, which makes it easier to stay focused and on track. Specific goals give you something tangible to work toward, which makes the process much more manageable. Another important aspect of goal setting is to make your goals challenging but achievable. Goals should push you to reach new heights, but they should also be realistic. If you set a goal that is too far out of reach, you may become discouraged and give up before you even start. On the other hand, if your goals are too easy, they won't motivate you to grow or achieve anything meaningful. A well-balanced goal is one that challenges you to stretch your abilities, but one that you believe is within your capacity to achieve with hard work and dedication. By setting realistic yet ambitious goals, You set yourself up for success without overwhelming yourself. Once your goals are set, the next step is to break them down into smaller, manageable tasks. Large goals can seem daunting and overwhelming, especially if they involve significant changes or long timelines. However, if you break them down into smaller tasks, they become much more achievable. For example, if your goal is to write a book, don't just focus on the final product. Instead, break it down into smaller tasks, such as writing 500 words per day, researching for a certain amount of time each week, or outlining each chapter. These small tasks allow you to make consistent progress, and as you complete them, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment that keeps you motivated to keep going. Tracking your progress is also essential when it comes to achieving your goals. Regularly measuring your progress allows you to see how far you've come, adjust your approach if needed, and stay motivated. It's important to take note of your small victories along the way and celebrate them. For example, if you're working on a fitness goal, tracking your workouts and progress will allow you to see improvements in strength or endurance over time. Even if you haven't fully reached your goal yet, seeing measurable progress helps you recognize the effort you've put in and gives you the drive to continue. Another key element in goal setting is having a deadline. A goal without a deadline is simply a dream. Deadlines create a sense of urgency and help you stay focused. They prevent procrastination and encourage you to stay on track. Deadlines help turn abstract ideas into concrete plans. However, it's important to be flexible with your deadlines. Life is unpredictable and sometimes things won't go according to plan. It's important to adapt and adjust your deadlines if needed, but always keep your end goal in mind. Flexibility doesn't mean abandoning your goal. It simply means adjusting your approach as circumstances change. One of the biggest obstacles people face when working toward their goals is the fear of failure. The fear of not succeeding can be paralyzing, but it's crucial to remember that failure is part of the process. In fact, failure is often the greatest teacher. Successful people don't fear failure, they learn from it. If you don't achieve your goal on the first attempt, take a step back, analyze what went wrong, and adjust your strategy. Failure isn't the end. It's just a stepping stone towards success. The key is to keep going and never give up, no matter how many times you fall. Accountability is another powerful tool when it comes to achieving your goals. Share your goals with others and seek support. When you make your goals known to friends, family, or colleagues, you create a sense of accountability. They can encourage you, provide feedback, and help keep you on track. Additionally, having someone else to share your progress with makes the journey more rewarding. It's much easier to stay committed to your goals when you know others are cheering you on. Lastly, don't forget to align your goals with your values. The goals you set should be meaningful and tied to your core values. When your goals align with what you truly care about, they become more powerful. You'll be much more motivated to work toward them because they reflect who you are and what you stand for. For example, if one of your core values is health, setting a goal to live a healthier lifestyle will not only improve your life, but it will also give you a deeper sense of fulfillment. In summary, setting clear, actionable goals and taking consistent steps toward achieving them is essential for success. By making your goals specific, realistic, and measurable, and breaking them down into smaller tasks, you set yourself up for success. Tracking your progress, setting deadlines, and embracing failure as part of the process will keep you on the right path. Stay accountable, align your goals with your values, and keep pushing forward, and you will achieve everything you set your mind to. Cultivating a positive mindset and developing resilience to overcome challenges are key components of long-term success and happiness. While skills, knowledge, and opportunities are important, they are not enough on their own to guarantee success. A positive mindset combined with resilience is what allows you to persevere when life gets tough and to stay focused on your goals despite setbacks. This mindset is essential for navigating challenges, bouncing back from failures, and continuing to make progress even when things don't go as planned. Success isn't just about avoiding difficulties, it's about how you respond to them. The foundation of a positive mindset lies in your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your reality. and your perception of the world influences the choices you make. If you have a negative outlook, you may perceive obstacles as insurmountable and be less likely to take action. On the other hand, if you cultivate a positive mindset, you will see challenges as opportunities for growth. When faced with difficulties, a positive thinker will ask, "What can I learn from this?" instead of, "Why is this happening to me?" This shift in perspective allows you to approach problems with curiosity and determination rather than fear and avoidance. A positive mindset enables you to maintain focus on your long-term goals, even when things seem difficult in the short term. The key to developing a positive mindset is consistently practicing positive thinking. It's easy to get caught up in negative thoughts, especially when faced with setbacks. But the more you practice positive thinking, the easier it becomes. Start by becoming aware of your thoughts. Pay attention to when you are thinking negatively, and try to replace those thoughts with more positive, empowering ones. For example, if you think, "I can't do this," replace it with, "I may not know how to do this yet, but I can learn and improve." By doing this consistently, you begin to rewire your brain to automatically focus on solutions rather than problems. A positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending that everything is perfect. It simply means choosing to focus on the possibilities rather than the limitations. One of the most powerful ways to maintain a positive mindset is through gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. It helps you appreciate the present moment, no matter what challenges you are facing. When you practice gratitude daily, you begin to notice the good things in your life, your achievements, your relationships, your health, and this sense of appreciation can boost your mood and motivate you to keep moving forward. Gratitude also helps you develop resilience, as it encourages you to see even difficult experiences as valuable learning opportunities. Instead of focusing on the hardships, you start to see the lessons they offer and how they contribute to your personal growth. Building resilience is just as important as cultivating a positive mindset. Resilience is the ability to recover from setbacks, adapt to change, and keep going in the face of adversity. It's a skill that can be developed over time with practice, and it plays a significant role in long-term success. Life will always have its ups and downs, and challenges are inevitable. Utility. What separates successful people from others is their ability to bounce back from failure, learn from their mistakes, and continue moving forward. Resilience doesn't mean that you won't feel disappointment, frustration, or sadness. It means that you have the strength to move through those emotions and keep working toward your goals. The first step in building resilience is changing how you view failure. Most people fear failure because they see it as a reflection of their inadequacy. However, resilient people understand that failure is simply part of the process of growth. When they fail, they don't see it as the end, they see it as feedback. They ask themselves, what went wrong? What can I do differently next time? And they use that information to adjust their approach and try again. The ability to see failure as a learning experience rather than a permanent setback is a hallmark of resilience. Another important aspect of resilience is emotional regulation. Life can be overwhelming at times, and it's easy to become stressed or anxious. However, resilient people have developed the ability to manage their emotions and stay calm under pressure. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, it means acknowledging them and choosing how to respond. When faced with a difficult situation, resilient people are able to step back, breathe, and assess the situation with a clear mind. They understand that their emotional reactions don't need to control their actions. They can feel upset, but they don't allow those feelings to dictate their behavior or hinder their progress. Building resilience also requires developing a strong sense of purpose. People who have a clear sense of why they do what they do are more likely to persevere in the face of challenges. When you have a deep-rooted sense of purpose, it gives you the motivation to keep going, even when the journey becomes difficult. Purpose acts as a compass that keeps you focused on your goals, reminding you why it's worth pushing through the tough times. Whether your purpose is to provide for your family, make a difference in the world, or achieve personal fulfillment, having a strong why helps you stay resilient when faced with obstacles. Support from others is another crucial element in building resilience. While it's important to develop inner strength, it's also essential to seek support when needed. Surrounding yourself with people who believe in you, encourage you, and lift you up can help you weather difficult times. Resilient people don't isolate themselves when facing challenges. They reach out for help and lean on their support system. Whether it's a mentor, a friend, or a family member, having a network of people who care about you can provide the strength and perspective you need to bounce back from adversity. Finally, resilience is strengthened by self-care. Taking care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being is essential for maintaining the energy and focus needed to navigate challenges. When you are well-rested, nourished, and emotionally balanced, you are better equipped to handle stress and setbacks. Resilient people prioritize self-care because they understand that they can't give their best if they are running on empty. A positive mindset and resilience are essential for overcoming the obstacles that life throws at you. They allow you to stay focused on your goals, learn from your failures, and continue pushing forward even when things get tough. With practice, you can develop these qualities and use them to achieve success in every area of your life. Success is not a destination, but a journey, shaped by good habits and a positive attitude. It's important to understand that the pursuit of success isn't just about reaching a particular goal or achieving a specific level of wealth or recognition. Rather, it is about embracing the process, the continuous, everyday actions that move you toward your ambitions. Success, in this sense, is a way of life. It's the choices you make, the habits you form, and the attitude you maintain along the way that ultimately determine the quality of your life and the extent to which you achieve your goals. Good habits are the foundation of success. The small, everyday actions you take, often without thinking about them, are what define your path to success. Whether it's setting your priorities, maintaining a consistent work schedule, or practicing discipline in your personal life, it's these habits that guide you through each day. Successful people don't just get lucky, they build their success through habits that support their goals. For instance, if you're trying to build wealth, you don't do it by making one or two big moves. You do it by consistently saving, investing, and making smart financial decisions over time. Similarly, if you want to be successful in your career, it's not just about landing a big promotion. It's about showing up every day, working hard, continuing to learn, and taking on challenges that help you grow. One of the most important habits for success is the ability to prioritize. Successful people know how to focus on what matters most and eliminate distractions. In today's world, it's easy to get overwhelmed with tasks and responsibilities, but not everything demands your attention. By setting clear priorities, you can direct your energy toward the activities that will have the biggest impact on your goals. This may mean saying no to things that don't serve your purpose, or limiting time spent on non-productive activities. Successful people are often highly disciplined when it comes to managing their time, understanding that every moment is an opportunity to move closer to their goals. Equally important is the habit of persistence. Success rarely comes quickly, and it is often achieved through small, consistent actions over time. It's easy to get discouraged when results don't appear immediately, but successful people understand that persistence is key. They keep going, even when faced with setbacks or obstacles. This persistence is rooted in a positive attitude, the belief that, despite challenges, they will eventually reach their goals. It's this mindset that keeps them moving forward, even when things seem difficult or when progress feels slow. The act of persisting, of continuing to push through, is one of the most important habits that leads to success. A positive attitude is just as essential as good habits when it comes to success. A positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. It means maintaining optimism and focus even when things aren't going according to plan. Success is rarely a straight line. There will be obstacles, failures, and moments of doubt. What sets successful people apart is their ability to maintain a positive attitude in the face of adversity. They approach setbacks with the mindset of learning and growing rather than letting disappointment hold them back. A positive attitude fuels motivation, helping you to stay focused on your long-term goals rather than being consumed by temporary challenges. It also enhances your ability to solve problems because you're more likely to approach obstacles with a sense of curiosity and creativity, looking for solutions rather than becoming bogged down by the problem itself. Another important aspect of success is developing a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed with effort, learning, and persistence. People with a growth mindset embrace challenges, view failures as opportunities to learn, and are not afraid to put in the work to improve themselves. They believe that their efforts will pay off in the long run. This mindset is essential because it encourages continuous learning and improvement. It's about believing that no matter where you start, you can improve and progress through dedication and hard work. This mindset shifts the focus from the end result to the process, helping you stay engaged and motivated even when progress is slow. Equally, success is shaped by resilience, the ability to bounce back from failure and keep moving forward. Resilience isn't about avoiding challenges or setbacks, it's about how you respond when things don't go as planned. Everyone faces difficulties, but resilient people don't let failures define them. Instead, they use those failures as stepping stones to greater achievements. Resilience comes from maintaining a positive attitude, learning from mistakes, and staying committed to your goals. The process of resilience is about emotional strength, adapting to change, and finding ways to keep moving even when the path is unclear. Building resilience takes time, but it's a habit that can be nurtured through daily practice and perseverance. Finally, success requires a deep commitment to personal growth. Success isn't a destination, it's a continual process of self-improvement. This means being open to learning new skills, expanding your knowledge, and challenging yourself to be better every day. Those who are truly successful understand that they are never finished growing, whether it's learning new technologies, improving communication skills, or becoming more disciplined. Successful people are always striving to improve themselves. They understand that success is about progress, not perfection. Every day offers an opportunity to grow, and by committing to this process, you continue to build the habits, mindset, and resilience needed for long-term success. In the end, success is about the journey. It's about the habits you build, the attitude you maintain, and the resilience you develop along the way. Success isn't a one-time event, but rather a series of actions, decisions, and lessons learned over time. It's the consistent effort you put in day after day, guided by a clear sense of purpose, a positive mindset, and the commitment to continual growth. Success is not something you reach, it's something you live. Every day, with every choice, you move one step closer to the life you want. In conclusion, success is not a final destination, but an ongoing journey shaped by the habits you cultivate, the mindset you maintain, and the resilience you develop. It's about making consistent, intentional efforts each day, whether through setting clear goals, maintaining a positive attitude, or staying persistent in the face of challenges. The small actions, daily decisions, and continuous self-improvement are what ultimately lead to achieving your dreams. Success isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And by building good habits, embracing a growth mindset, and staying committed, you set yourself up for a lifetime of fulfillment and achievement.